Good day to you. This is the first tutorial mission on Arma Reforger tools. There are some awesome guys out there with some really good tutorials. Shout out TPM Tactical. I suggest watching his videos if you want to learn how to do Reforger tools for the basic stuff. A little bit more of the complex, advanced stuff and inner workings of your server. My tutorial videos are going to be putting a light onto the funner side of things. This video today is going to teach you how to make your own custom little bird. So this little bird in the clip that you're watching here is equipped with 40 millimeters in place of the regular M134 minigun. You'll see it fire here. This is very large explosive ammo. Check that out. It's really easy. I'm going to show you how to do this to your little bird and put it into your server. It runs great. It doesn't use custom scripting. It's just a few minutes of button clicking and you can throw it in there. Or you can put anything you want in there almost, basically. So today we're just going to do the 40 millimeter and yeah, here we go. Okay, so you want to modify your helicopter, your little bird. We're going to, on the bottom left here, click Create New Project. We're going to call this one YouTube just for the fun of it. And then I'm just going to click Create. All right, you got your Reforger Tools project open here. File, Project Settings, and you'll see this. What you're going to do right here on Dependencies is click the plus. And you want to add the mods that you're using for this mod. So I think the Apache has a 40 millimeters. We're just going to start off with the AH6M Little Bird dependency because that's what we're modifying. And let's throw in the upgrade for it. And I think what we'll do is we will just use the rounds out of the Apache Gunner. And that's the AH64D. And we'll use the upgrade. Click OK. Now, when you're adding a dependency to this, you have to close your tools and you have to reopen it. There we go. We got the right file loading in. Okay. So you're going to navigate on the left here to WCS_AH6M prefabs, vehicles, helicopters, AH6M. You're going to be met with this folder here with a whole bunch of variations of the little bird. And if you want to modify a Russian one, go into the op4 folder. That's where all those variants are. For today, we're just doing a standard NATO one. Now, there's two things you can do. You can duplicate or you can override. When you're doing something like this, you want to duplicate. Do not override. What happens when you override a prefab is that sets the change like globally. You're not creating a new variant. You're actually modifying the original variant, and that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to create a new copy, a new version of it. So I'm just going to right click on the AH6M armed underscore base. I'm going to duplicate it. And we're going to call this one H6M underscore YT for the YouTube video. Cool. You just made a copy. You have your own heli. You can do whatever you want with. Click edit prefab. Awesome. Now, from here, if you're new to this, just keep following along. Eventually, you'll understand. What I like to do is right here, you see where the mouse is. I'm hovering over the hierarchy flat mode. I like to click this. It shows everything I need. So right now, what we need is in the weapon slot. So if you type weapon in the search bar on the top here and scroll down, there you go. You see your M134 dual machine guns. This is what we're modding. Click the search button right here. This is going to locate it in your resource browser. Bam, right here. We're making a variation of this. Click duplicate. Name it blah 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 underscore YT. It's cool to have cohesiveness between all your different prefabs that you're making. All right, now you've got your own version that you can modify. You're going to open this. You're going to click edit prefab. Now what you want to do is you want to find the magazine for this that it's using. You're going to click the search icon right here on the magazine. It's going to load it up right here. Right click, duplicate, deleting all this to rename it so everything is, is in line. Cool. You've got your own copy to mod. Double click it. Edit prefab. Now what you're wanting to find is the configuration file for what ammo this is using. That's at the very bottom here. You see where it says ammo config, and then you got your ammo detail.config. Click search. It's going to locate the file. You're going to right click, duplicate, delete all of that, ammo underscore YT. Cool. Now you have your own config file for that. Here is where you get to select what kind of ammo you want. So you can go into your Apache here, weapons, aircraft weapons, missile pod, rocket pod, ammo. I think this might actually be in the, yep, there we go. So what we're going to be doing is loading in the 30 mils from the Apache gunner to be fired out of the Little Bird's guns. And in this ammo underscore YT configuration, you're pointing it towards that ammo pack, which is inside of your Apache prefabs folder here. So click OK when you've got this selected here. Now click Save. So you're going to, your windows here, they stay open. Go back to your M134, your mag. Click Edit Prefab. And you want to go back here to Ammo Config. Click the three dots. And you want to point this to your Ammo YT config here. If you've got the same, so you can also just click and drag if you've got the same screen layout. So your ammo right here, you can click and drag. So now the magazine that's firing in this specific gun is going to be pointing towards the configuration file, which is pointing towards the ammo that you're choosing to fire out of the Little Bird. So Alt-Tab back into this. Edit prefab on your miniguns. What you want your miniguns to do is be pointed towards the magazine that you made. So I just hit browse. I close the default folders. I go into YT prefabs, weapons, magazines, select the magazine that I want. Hit save. Reforger tool loves to crash a lot, so every time you do something, hit save. Just trust me. You'll learn. You will learn. And now we're going to edit the prefab on the Little Bird here. It might be crashing, speak of the devil. Nope, just slow. All right, so you've got your prefab open of the Little Bird here. I don't know what it's doing, it's going slow. We want to go back to weapon slot. Oh wow, it's really choking. Let me close this real quick. Back into edit prefab, we're going to go to the weapon slot component here. Actually, I can close that tab, don't need it. Now, this little bird is still pointing towards the default miniguns. We want to click the three dots here, go back into our folder where our prefabs are, weapons, aircraft weapons, miniguns, and we want to select our M134 underscore YT. All right, so the little bird is pointing towards the gun. The gun is pointing towards the magazine. And the magazine is pointing towards the magazine configuration file, which is pointing towards the rounds that we want to use. So now you want to test this. You need to go back into your world editor here. This is where you're editing your prefabs and everything. Click open at the top left and just select the default game master. Hit OK. It's going to load that world. Click play. Yes to all. It might not show up. I think what we might have to do is go through and rename things. Yeah, we're going to have to go through, rename the heli, and throw it into a configuration file. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to close this out. All right, so you want this to show up spawnable. You're going to open this up, click Edit Prefab, and in Filter Components here, type Edit, and you're going to get your SCR Editable Vehicle component. This is where you're going to change the faction and the name. So first, let's change the name. Let's change this to AH6M 30mm rockets. So now when you spawn it in the game, that's the name of the heli. It'll be easy for you to find. You need to change this faction to Civ. With mods like this, I like to make it GM spawn only. So if it's a Civ, that means no player can spawn it because stuff like this can be overpowered. So if you got a pub server, it's nice to have this set up just for maybe events, maybe for people to have fun. Somebody's having a bad time, you can give them a cool heli to use. All right, so we can close out of this because we changed the name of it, and we also changed the faction. Right here, this drop down, make sure that says Civ. Next step, we're just going to go into WCS Armaments here, and you see WCS Armaments configs, entity catalog, Civ. Right click, override. You want this to change spawning of vehicles. You need to override it. So now it's opening it up in your folder. Now you get to edit this. This is your configuration file that's going to tell you what is spawnable. Just right click on one of these entries here, hit duplicate, double click it open, and you're going to go back into the prefabs here. Click and drag it in. All right, there you go. Hit Control S, click Editors, World Editor, open your GM World Editor here. Hit the green play button. And now, hit Tab, Vehicle Civilian. Yeah, right here. This is the helicopter you just made. Now it's spawnable. If you put this file on the workshop and copy over the mod code into your JSON file on your server, you will be able to play with this in a live server. But we haven't flown it yet, and we haven't shot it. So we need to make sure this is in fact shooting the bullets that we told it to. Oh, it's shooting the bullets we told it to. There you go. So now you have, in just what is that, 13, 14 minutes, you have your very own custom Little Bird. It just absolutely shreds. Look at that. Just crazy. So these are the rounds that are used out of the gunner on the Apache. And now you have them in a Little Bird where you can just wreak ultimate havoc. Look at that. That's cool. All right, so you can close out of this. Your mod's done. You're going to go to File, Publish to Workshop. You got your project name. You have to put in a preview image, what you want it to be, or a preview image of what you want people to see when they're browsing Workshop. Your summary, your description. Of course, you can keep it unlisted if you want. Keep it to yourself. It's up to you. But there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it, to modding a Little Bird. The future videos that I have are, I'm going to show you how to put a Fab 250 on any helicopter. I'm going to show you how to put rocket pods on any vehicle and any helicopter so you can have crazy rocket pods. The gun one, we haven't quite figured out yet. I'm still struggling with that. So once I figure it out, it's a bit of RPL issues, but I'm sure I can get that going. Anyways, I'm blabbing. There you go. You have your own Little Bird. Hopefully this helped you. Yeah. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, join the Discord. Get a hold of me. It's discord.gg/GSA. If you make something cool, hop in there and show us what you made. And we look forward to seeing what you guys make. Link to the Discord will be in the description.